is Jake Allen so good? Well, the short answer is he's not. Goaltenders like to play well against the Stars. That's just how it works. It also couldn't help that the Stars couldn't finish to save their lives. I mean, how would they rebound from this? I think it would be nice if they could score a few goals. Alright, I agree. That's a good start. Hello guys, welcome back to DSFR Game 28. Stars vs. Blues. Yeah, it's not getting any pretty. It's not getting any more pretty than it looks. Oh, Stars get shut out, and the Blues score 3-0 final for the St. Louis Blues. They improved to 19-8-2, while the Stars, they're improving anytime soon at 16-12-1. I think they're still in the playoff spot, the Stars are, so I guess that's kind of a little bit of a bright spot, but I don't think they deserve it, man. Just an abysmal showing by the Stars. Jake Allen was fantastic. Yes, Jake Allen was fantastic in this game, but that doesn't excuse the fact that you could not finish chances to save your life or even make chances on the St. Louis Blues defense. I cannot recall how many times the Stars had a good rush into the neutral zone and into the St. Louis Blues zone, and they would just do absolutely nothing with it and just squander the whole thing. It's happened way too many times this game, and I don't know what the thing is about it. The Blues are just really solid in their own zone. They're probably top 5 defensive team in my eyes. Even if they aren't, they still are, because of that just core that could just come at you anytime. And they got the tools to do so. The Stars just didn't show up. Kind of sugarcoat it. It's a disappointment on all fronts. Of course, you can't blame Lettinen for this at all. He played great. I felt like he played solid. He gave them a heck of a chance to win against the St. Louis Blues, who have great power forwards and great snipers and great everything on offense. They're good, and Lettinen just did all he could, basically. When the Stars don't score any goals, it's going to be a problem. You can't blame your goaltender at all. This offense needs work. The only line that really was noticeable was the Faxa line. And the first line, it was noticeable how many times they squandered chances and how many times they were close to goals, but we'll get into that. Now I just want to say, stop taking penalties. Penalty kill is good, but you just can't keep giving penalties to the Blues. They gave I don't know, 4 or 5 penalties to the Blues in the first period. It was insane. They need to work on their discipline. I know that they allowed the Blues to only get 1 goal. It was on the power play. But other than that, just keep away from the penalty box, man. I'd say it was somewhat correlated to them being in the box the whole time, for them not being able to score a goal in this game. They were in the box way too much than they needed to be, and there was lots of chances that could have happened if they were in the box, and if that, you could just see that it turned the tide of the game. And so many bad penalties, so many and honestly, the refs were fine today, and I thought that they made the right calls, most of them at least. And the Stars just need to get less aggressive and just get some discipline. That would be nice. But lo and behold, Shen right in front for the power play goal. He just puts it through. It was a shot off the point. I'm pretty sure it goes right to Lettinen. He stops a couple of them, and then it goes right to Shen, who is wide open, and then he just snipes it. Power play goal. It looks like a power play goal. The Stars were kind of squirming in their own zone. It didn't look that pretty, and they weren't really covering the guys that they needed to. And Shen was wide open in front of the net. So there you go, 1-0 Blues. I would stay throughout the first period and for a long time. Now, it was kind of getting a bit ridiculous. I felt like the Stars had lots of chances. Not too many, because, again, this is the St. Louis Blues, but they got their fair share of chances. But Allen was just amazing tonight. He really made the saves that he needed to make, and he was very, very solid. But I felt like he played his best hockey in a long time, or I think he just got lucky a couple of times. In the last few minutes of the game, when the Stars had an empty nets, they hit the post, I think it was twice, and the bounces were not going their way at all. It was kind of ridiculous. What is going on? The Stars are not getting anything to go their way. It's really showing on the score sheet. It's just not happening for the Stars. Pucks are not going in the net. Bounces are not going on their side, and crossbars are not going in. The Fox Sports Southwest team dug up a little bit of a cool stat here. Not cool for my sake, but the Stars have hit the post the most times in the NHL with 205 in the last 4 years, and it's not even a competition. They're like 40 posts away from like the second most in the league. It's ridiculous. It just goes to show how unlucky and so close they are to more goals. It just blows my mind. They could have, that's 205 goals that could have gone their way, and it just doesn't. And that's something that is just unlucky for their part. And just so many posts and so many crossbars. It's ridiculous. And especially these past couple of games, the Stars have not gotten pucks to go in the net, and it's really been unlucky for them. I'm hoping that I can change it versus the Golden Knights, but I don't know. I don't know about it. I think that this will be a little bit of a losing streak. I think that they will come back to earth, will start winning a bit more, but they're getting unlucky right now, and I don't know when they'll stop. Penalty kill, man, you did your job. Fantastic penalty killing throughout the game. They did really good. The Blues really couldn't get anything going a lot of the time, but Lennon was strong. He faced quite a few great chances there, and he stopped a lot of them. I think that the defense for the penalty kill, at least, was really good. And honestly, the defense for the Stars today was very solid. The Blues weren't really that aggressive. Of course, they aren't very much of an aggressive team. But there was kind of just a couple of odd-man rushes, and I felt like that was it. The defense played relatively decent today, and the penalty kill was definitely strong. Of course, you would have liked better penalty kill, especially on that first goal, but they did their job. I think the defense was just in every sense of the word, they did their job, and they were great on that part. But the offense, that's a big hole. Nobody could get it past Allen, and at this point, I don't know what it is about goaltenders resurging against the Stars, and then you would see next week later, they're absolutely crap again. I don't know what it is. The Stars just love giving goaltenders like their best game of their careers. It's just dumb. I don't know what it is. This isn't Allen's career game, but this is just getting ridiculous. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if Subban's going to get the game of his life when the Vegas Golden Knights play, or if it's going to be Legacy or whatever. I don't even know the goaltender situation for the Knights right now. It's just ridiculous. Fleury actually might be playing against that game, which would be not good news at all. But you know, he might be a little bit rattled still, so we might be able to do something. I'm not very confident in it though. Now this will be a bit of a shorter episode, but that's going to be it for today, guys. I gotta run. I gotta get some sleep. It's been a long day. That's gonna be it for today, guys. Guys, enjoy. Make sure to like. Guys, really enjoy. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys later in the next disappointing Stars game. Goodbye.